I am a goldfish. I have a 3-second memory. And somehow, that still makes me more consistent at cardio than you. Let me explain. Every morning I wake up in my tank. I forget I woke up yesterday. I forget I have ever done this before. So I swim. I swim like it's the first time. Every time. No dread, no snooze button, no scrolling my phone for 40 minutes before I really start. I just go. You call that mindfulness. I call it Tuesday. My tank is small. 8 inches of glass in every direction. But to me, it is an Olympic stadium. I do laps. I do sprints. I do what you would call interval training, except I didn't read about it in a magazine. I just got bored and panicked slightly, which is basically the same thing. Here's something I discovered this morning, although I have probably discovered it 400 times before and forgotten it every single time. Movement makes the bad feelings smaller. There's a reason for that. Exercise scientists, like Dr. Kelly McGonigal, have shown that even short bursts of movement release dopamine and norepinephrine, chemicals that blunt stress almost immediately. I don't know what dopamine is. I just know that after 3 laps, the castle decoration looks less judgmental. You humans have gyms. Big rooms full of metal. You drive there. You change your clothes. You stretch, sort of, while checking your phone. By the time you've done all that, I've already finished my entire workout, forgotten that I did it, and started again. There is something almost beautiful about that. No baggage. No, I skipped last week, so this week doesn't count. Every lap is the only lap. Every lap is also somehow the first lap. Today a finger appeared above the water. Huge. Casting a shadow like an eclipse. I panic swam to the other side of the tank at maximum effort. Heart pounding. Gills working overtime. Was it food? Was it doom? I will never know, because by the time I got to the other side, I had already forgotten what I was running from. This, it turns out, is also a real workout principle. Short, all-out efforts followed by recovery is something humans pay personal trainers to recreate. They call it HIIT, high-intensity interval training. Researchers tracking HIIT protocols have found that brief bursts of near-maximal effort can improve cardiovascular fitness in less total time than slow, steady cardio. I call it, there was a shadow, and I do not trust shadows. Same results. Fewer feelings about it afterward. I watched you once. You specifically. The human standing outside my tank with a smoothie and a gym bag, and an expression that said you'd rather be anywhere else. You sighed at the gym door like it owed you money. You do that a lot. You build the whole workout up in your head before you've even started it. By the time you walk in, you're already exhausted, and you haven't even touched a dumbbell. I don't have that problem. I don't have a before. I only have now, swimming. There was a castle in my tank. I have passed it 10,000 times. Every single time it amazes me. Every single time I investigate it, like a detective who just got the case. Is this sad? Maybe. But also, I never get bored of my own life. Which is more than I can say for some gym goers doing the same 15-minute treadmill scroll session for the 11th week in a row. You upgrade your playlist to motivate yourself. I upgrade nothing. I simply do not remember being unmotivated. Let's talk about the bubbles. Sometimes the filter kicks on, and a wall of bubbles rises in the corner of the tank. I do not know what it is. I assume it is either an emergency or a celebration. I treat it as both. I swim through it at top speed, gills flaring, fins working like a tiny propeller having an existential crisis. This, weirdly, mimics what's called fartlek training, a Swedish word meaning speed play, where you randomly vary your pace based on environmental cues instead of a set plan. Coaches design entire programs to recreate what is, for me, just Tuesday and a confused reaction to bubbles. You, meanwhile, plan your workouts in a spreadsheet. Sets, reps, rest periods. Then you skip leg day anyway, because Mondays are hard and the couch remembered your shape. I want to be clear. I am not better than you. I am, by most measures, a small orange creature with a brain the size of a sesame seed who occasionally tries to eat a pebble because I forgot it wasn't food. But there is something you could learn from me, and it isn't about memory loss. It's about momentum. Every time you remember your last failed New Year's resolution, you carry it into today's workout like a backpack full of bricks. I don't carry anything. I cannot. There is no yesterday in here. There is only this lap, this moment, this small orange body doing the thing it is built to do. Today, the tank water got changed. New water. Slightly different temperature. For 1 full minute, I acted like the world had ended. Then I swam a lap. Then it was fine. Then I forgot it had ever been different. This, by the way, is something called exercise as a mood reset, not a mood deletion. The bad feeling doesn't vanish into nothing. It gets interrupted, replaced, moved through. Researchers studying movement and anxiety have found that even brief physical activity can shift your nervous system out of a stress state surprisingly fast, faster than sitting still and waiting for the feeling to pass on its own. I don't wait for feelings to pass. I swim through them, mostly by accident, and they're gone before I notice they happened. You wait. You sit on the edge of your bed in your gym clothes, scrolling, telling yourself you'll go in 5 minutes, building the workout into a bigger monster than it actually is. By the time you arrive, you've already fought the hardest battle of your day, and it was entirely imaginary. I never fight that battle. I cannot remember it long enough to dread it. Here's my actual advice, as a goldfish, which I will forget giving you the moment I finish this sentence. Stop building the workout up in your head. Stop remembering the version of you who skipped it 11 times. Just swim the lap in front of you. That's the only lap that exists. That's the only lap that's ever existed as far as I'm concerned. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's the first lap I've ever swum. Every single day, forever. The finger is back above the water. Huge. Casting a shadow. I am a goldfish. I have a 3-second memory. And right now, in this exact moment, I am about to start my workout for what I am fully convinced is the very first time.